That was honestly one of the best E3s we've seen in years. Top contender for the greatest in my book. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show any trailers this time because I don't want to get any notices. So I can only use screenshots. Which is why I'm only going to talk about some of the biggest things I loved at E3 this year and a number of other things that caught my attention. Briefly bringing up Microsoft, I have to say, good job guys. You didn't embarrass yourselves this year. While Sunset Overdrive isn't new, it's looking really good, and it had a great trailer. I love the idea of Project Spark, but you really should have just made a Conquer game instead. Or at the very least include other rare properties like Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, Cameo, and Jet Force Gemini as other worlds that could be created. Other games were announced, but those were the only ones that caught my attention besides the DLC for Dead Rising 3, which was hilarious to see them poking fun at themselves. Also, seeing the trailer for COD Advanced Warfare actually piqued my interest as well. It actually looks like a completely new game in most aspects, but since there's no Wii U version, it's a pass for me, which is a shame because I actually would have picked it up for the multiplayer. Also, nice try trying to capture Seoul, Korea, but anybody who has been there will tell you it's not Korea unless you see Samsung or T-Mobile plastered everywhere, along with Dunkin' Donuts and this French pastry place called Père de Spaghetti. I can never say it right. But that's because they were copyrighted. Do you have to take everything I say literally? Anyways, Microsoft had one of their better showings this year, but nothing that makes me want to run out and buy the system. That, and I still don't trust them that much. Moving on to Sony, the PlayStation 4 is looking to be the second system I'll buy, but honestly, I wasn't completely compelled to buy the system this year. Most of their stuff were third-party games, and with the exception of Little Big Planet 3, their exclusive games won't be out until next year. We knew we'd see Uncharted 4, and I was hoping to see a Ratchet & Clank game, but it's not enough for me. Maybe when I hear the words price cut, but since the system is selling so well right now, I don't see it happening. Before getting to Nintendo, I do want to bring up Star Wars Battlefront. The idea of going to where the films were shot to get the best possible pictures to use as a layout for the game is brilliant! But I'm going to wait until that aforementioned price drop on the PS4, however, that is my big motivation to get one at the moment. In the meantime, I'll make do with what Nintendo has in store. Before the Direct, I was setting my expectations to very low, so that even if one big thing was announced, I'd be happy. First up, I gotta say, I was wondering why their conference looked like claymation, but after seeing the mouth movements, I knew it was Robot Chicken and couldn't stop laughing! I love Robot Chicken, and ever since they did the commercial for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, man, that's a really annoying title to say all the way through, by the way, that I'd hope that they would do something for Smash as well. But to open for the Direct and have little skits later on just made my day. Most of the skits weren't too funny in my eyes, but I know it's because they had to cut back on the vulgar stuff for something like this, so it's understandable. Honestly though, I swear that guy in the audience was saying exactly what I was saying, as I was hoping I wouldn't see another Mario platformer announced this year, so to hear them say they wouldn't brought my hopes up a little more. At this point, I'm Mario'd out, and I wanted the other franchises to make comebacks. Still, hearing them say, "Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3," and "What about Star Fox?" were my favorite skits, obviously. Speaking of which, Fox McCloud just looks weird in Robot Chicken. So, the actual games. Opening up, we had a really cool fight with Satoru Iwata and Reggie, which I just assumed meant, well, guess that means the Miis are playable, and yep, the Miis are playable in Smash, and come in 3 different flavors: Brawler, Sword Fighter, and Gunner. You can't play online with anyone mode with them, only with friends, which I figured they would do to prevent some obscene Miis from being used online. Still, I grew to love the idea, and they actually look like great fighters to use. Following that was the Amiibos, or as Nintendo will call it, banking on fans. Basically, it's the same thing in the Disney Infinity and Skylanders games, using toys for stuff in the games, but what's nice here is that it works for more than just one game, so it's like getting DLC for 5+ games, including Mario Kart 8 and others in the future. Nintendo is also open to the idea of other companies using the Amiibos in their games, so I have to say, they need to do so with Infinity and Skylanders for the Wii U to create exclusive content. Sales would pick up on the Wii U if they could put Link in the game and bring Hyrule Castle, or Pikachu in a Battle Stadium, or my favorite, Fox and the Great Fox. For those wondering, no, you don't buy the characters to unlock them in Smash. It's more of an RPG thing where you level up the toy not the fighter. Still, I've been waiting since Star Fox 64 to buy some Star Fox toys, so yeah, I'm buying that Fox one, and probably the rest of them, because who needs a life savings? I'm going to be going completely out of order from here on out, because I forgot the order. But before I move on, I want to say that, yes, it's cool to hear that Bayonetta 2 will come with the first game with Nintendo content. However, due to personal issues, I'll be skipping over that game. Don't get me wrong, I think it looks great, and I hope it does well. I'm just not going to pick it up. So, moving on, we have Yoshi's Woolly World. Probably said that wrong. So, Yarn Yoshi didn't die after all. That's good, but if the game is as easy as Yoshi's Story or Epic Yarn, I think I'll pass. But while those games weren't bad, they didn't hold my attention for long. Yes, it looks adorable and finely detailed, but I thought we always said graphics don't make the game. The co-op in this one looks good though. Captain Toad Treasure Trackers. I was hoping this would be DLC for 3D World instead of being its own game. Well, Toad confirmed for Smash, but since I did enjoy those parts of the game and it does make good use of the gamepad, I might pick it up. Zelda time! Hyrule Warriors is looking really good right now, and it's basically filled to the brim with Zelda fan service, with Midna being a perfect example of that, and what she could bring down to attack enemies is so terrifying I don't think I can put it on the screen. Never played Dynasty Warriors, so I'm not bored to tears with this idea. There's supposed to be 9 playable characters, and I'm hoping that means some of the bad guys will be playable like Girahim, since Ganondorf was teased at the end of the trailer. For what purpose though, I have no idea. It doesn't hurt that the game is looking fine, but nothing could prepare me for what Zelda Wii U would look like. While it's not ultra realistic, it is stunning to say the least, with amazing little details here and there. Hearing Aonuma say, "Oh, those mountains in the distance? Yeah, you can go there." Makes me want to throw rupees at the screen. But I know nothing will happen except having to buy another laptop. While it looks like some futuristic elements are being put in the game, I'm quite okay with it. I figured at some point they'd have to do it, and if it gives us some amazing items to use, then I'm fully on board. This was easily the best looking game on the Wii U, and they said that the game is running on the in-game engine, meaning this is very, very close to what the gameplay will look like. So anyone who says the Wii U is underpowered can kindly shut up now. The next game I can pull off the top of my head is Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. At first I thought it was just going to be the DS game on the Wii U with updated graphics, but to hear that it's a sequel is a very big deal to me, as that was the first Kirby game I ever played. I enjoyed that one, so I'll be looking forward to this one. Now for that leaked game, Mario Maker. Well, not exactly a traditional Mario game, thank God, because I'm just so tired of Mario right now. It lets you make Mario levels. I'm not too familiar on the details, such as whether or not you'll be able to share with your friends online or what exactly you can use, but it has potential, so that's always a good thing. Seeing another old game return, but one many of us were looking forward to, is X, or Xenoblade Chronicles X. So I guess it's a sequel and not a spiritual successor? I'm not sure anymore. Shulker for Smash! It looked heavily influenced by Mobile Suit Gundam, but still as good as it looked last year. So much so that I was so hypnotized by the trailer that I completely missed that it said it was coming next year until I read that later on. Just like I thought it would. Which became my biggest problem from Nintendo as well as Sony, is that most of the exclusive games they showed are for next year. There's about, 4 exclusive games for the Wii U this year? Toad Treasure Trackers, Bayonetta 2, Hyrule Warriors, and Smash. And the Wii U version says Holiday, which I'm hoping means around Christmas. But the 3DS is now coming October 3rd. And all I could think of was, when I said October if we're lucky, and thought, why do I always have to be right about this stuff? Ridley and Kuroka for Smash. Before getting to Smash again, I have to talk about Mario Paintball without Mario, making it an entirely new IP, Splatoon. Seriously, Nintendo, are you watching me? Go around, shoot paint all over the place, and whoever covered the area with paint the most wins. 8 players 4-on-4 online, which already is the biggest selling point to me. All those cool moves like swimming through the paint as a squid to get you around faster is really creative. But while watching it during the Direct, I almost nodded off as I was thinking, why are they showing the developer commentary before they show the actual trailer? Watching the trailers later on got me hyped again, so I'm really looking forward to this. Pretending to leave off with just another character reveal for Smash, we got Palutena, and all I could think of was, Wee Dude is losing his mind right now. Well, good job, Wee Dude. You get to join me in the club of I told you so! Personally, I hated how they showed her before they revealed her because it completely killed the surprise. Some of my favorite trailers for Smash right now are the Mega Man and Great Ninja trailers because they weren't the first things you saw. Yeah, Rosalina did that too, but that felt like it took forever. While I can't say I'm not surprised, I can say I was hoping to see another character. More particularly, a character from a franchise that hasn't been put in yet. And yeah, the Miis kind of count as the fighter icon as the Smash symbol. Issa and Reo unconfirmed. I was hoping for something bigger. Still, like I said, no problems with her being in. Just wish it was for someone else. After that, however, we got the biggest tease of all. The one that went over the heads of nearly everyone but me. Miyamoto playing Star Fox on the Wii U! Yeah! So he's making 3 games for the gamepad that will take full advantage of it, but I can't look at the other 2 because my eyes are glued to Star Fox, which is supposed to come out next year, and I look forward to it. Also after the Direct, we saw Mario Party 10. 5 players and the gamepad controls Bowser, who trolls everyone. Say there's an online mode and I will pre-order it now. Later that night, we got the roundtable discussion for Smash on the 3DS along with another brand new character, Pac-Man, which pretty much makes changes 4 through 1 on my Smash list now confirmed. Pac-Man's inclusion isn't exactly surprising as many of us expected this, but it was still worth getting excited about. His moveset looks like it represents Namco's history more than it represents himself, but I look forward to trying him out when the game is finally released. Sure, I probably won't get Lloyd, but I can probably just change my Mii to look like Lloyd and, well, problem solved. And finally, there was the mystery 3DS game on Wednesday night. The general consensus speculation was a Majora's Mask remake or a Metroid game. Nope, it was a new IP called Codename Steam. Strike Team eliminating the Alien Menace, or something like that. To be quite honest, I feel like I've taken in too much information on what's been going on with so many games that I wasn't really able to soak up the information on this one. I'll have to look into it later when things have died down. I couldn't handle it all. It was just too much for me. Overall, E3 was outstanding to say the least. It didn't feel like there were any facepalm moments, at least not big ones. All the companies finally had something to show off and give solid info about. And everybody has something to look forward to on next, or current-gen systems, I should say. The games I'm looking forward to the most are Star Wars Battlefront, even if I have to buy a whole new system to play it, Splatoon for its crazy, insane, clever, and colorful multiplayer action, Xenoblade Chronicles X because it'll no doubt be as amazing as Xenoblade Chronicles, Omega Ruby because I love Generation 3 and the Pokemon remakes are always the best, Hyrule Warriors because I want to see all the Zelda lore they put into it, and of course Smash Brothers, and I don't even need to explain that one. Why did I leave Zelda U and Star Fox U out? Well, we haven't seen enough of them just yet. That being said, I'm still crazy hyped for them, and I'll go do the Darunia dance for them right now.